All right, are we ready to go?
Yes.
Everybody good? Okay, very good. Welcome, my name is Shelley Goodwin. I'm the Communication and Outreach Coordinator for the College of Education at Sam Houston State University. And happy to be here with you today to share some information about our programs. Want to start off with exactly where Sam Houston is located. As you can see on the map, we're straight up I-45 north of Conroe, south of Madisonville area. Just for a point of reference as to where that is compared to where you guys are located, if you'll see on the map, you can see from San Jacinto College, the central campus. That was the best location I could pull. You're about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from us, depending on where you're coming in from in that general area. But also good to note, about halfway between where San Jacinto campus is and where Sam Houston is, right there in the middle, is the Woodlands. We do have a campus. Sam Houston has a campus located in the Woodlands where many education classes can be taken. So if that is of interest to you, that might be something that you want to talk with your academic advisor about when you're looking at your options in regards to locations for classes at Sam Houston. So that takes care of some of the business side of things. This is kind of fun facts of history. Sam Houston State University has been around since 1879. Now, for another point of reference, that is around the same time that Thomas Edison started sharing the incandescent light bulb with the world. So that's how long we've been here. And way back then, we were called Sam Houston Normal Institute. Sounds weird today, but back then, that was kind of a normal name, if you will. And it meant, everyone knew that that meant we existed for the sole purpose of training teachers for the classroom. We're kind of proud of this history because we not only were the first normal institute in the state of Texas, we were actually the first normal institute west of the Mississippi. So this is half of the United States. So we're pretty proud of that history. About 140 years worth of history there, several name changes during that time. We kind of like to joke that we used to be normal. At one point, we were Sam Houston State Teachers College. But over time, the rest of the university kind of grew up around the College of Education. Today, we house 8 colleges, 8 areas of study on our campus. And I thought I'd show you a few pictures. This is one of the oldest buildings on campus, Austin Hall. It no longer holds classes in that building. It's used for special events, but it is one of the nice buildings on campus. This is the center of campus, the clock tower. It does ring every quarter hour, and just to the right between the trees over to the side of your screen, you'll see the Lohman Student Center, or the corner of it anyway, and that is kind of your living room on campus. Lots of cool places to hang out, eat, visit with friends, meet up, that kind of thing. So it really is the center, the heart of campus right here on your screen. This is an iconic image. When you've ever driven up I-45 north out of Houston, you would see Sam Houston on the side of the freeway. He's giant statue of the man. We have a smaller replica of him here on campus, one of the hot spots for having a photo taken. So I just wanted to kind of get you a feel for what campus looks like. Another shot of the center of campus, one of the water features there in the yard. This is one of the dining halls, General's Market. And this is one of the entrances to the Student Center. So today at Sam Houston State University, as I mentioned, we have 8 colleges, including a new College of Medicine. We have the #1 criminal justice program in the state. It's actually top 3 in the world. We have a highly competitive nursing program, an impressive College of Business. So there are lots and lots of areas of study here at Sam. Like I said, the rest of it kind of grew up around the College of Education, which today is going to be what we focus on, but I like to share that with you just so you know there are lots and lots of options at Sam Houston State. The university itself has about 21,000 students. The College of Education has about 2,000 undergraduate students and about 2,000 graduate students. So we say we prepare the best educators in the state of Texas. We don't just say teachers. because our graduate programs include school librarians, principals, superintendents, school counselors, pretty much any professional position that you can imagine in an ISD. There is some sort of program here at SAM that would prepare you for that type of position. So we do offer a field-based model of instruction. And what that means is we get you into classrooms working with children from the teacher's side of the desk as early and as often as possible. Individualized attention, ideal class sizes, you see the list on your screen. But what I like for you to know about the college, it's hard to put on the screen, and that is the heart of the college, our vibe here in the College of Education. And when we meet together with people in a room and we can have a response to this question, it's always fun to see. We'll ask, how many of you have had, by show of hands, how many of you have had a teacher during your educational career that's made a positive impact on you as a person or on your education and your life in some way? And almost always, every hand in the room goes up. And I love that illustration because it just drives home the power of a teacher, the power that you have to make a positive impact on the lives of your students. And we take that very seriously here in the College of Education under the leadership of our dean, Dr. Stacy Edmondson. That is what we are about. We are here to prepare teachers to go out into their classrooms and make a difference in the lives of their students. So again, hard to put that on a slide. So I like to share that with you though, so that you really know what the heart of the college is all about. I also always like to share with students that it is a great time to be a teacher in the state of Texas. The average starting salary for a first-year teacher straight out of college in the greater Houston area, we'll just focus on that geographic area for now, is right around $55,000 to $60,000 a year. With full benefits. And there is a high need for teachers in the state of Texas. So lots and lots of opportunity. We know that school districts across the state are in desperate need of good teachers right now. So I say that to encourage you. When you graduate, there is going to be a job waiting for you with a decent salary that's going to allow you to be able to support yourself. So that is good news in the teaching profession right now. All right, then I like to share with you just time to talk about what it is that you want to teach. Popular choice is early childhood. We offer 2 different tracks for certification here in the College of Education. Early childhood through 6th grade, EC6, you would get your bachelor's degree. It used to be called interdisciplinary studies, but we're very excited to say that now that is a bachelor's degree in education, and you would minor in your area of specialization. You can see those options on your screen. And the new track that we're just sharing this year is a PK3 track. There are only a few universities in the state that are certified or approved to offer this certification track. PK3 is a major in education with a minor in PK3. And this is more of a child development focused track, but a good option for those who are just wanting to work or their heart is really with working with those younger children up through 3rd grade. Those of you that are interested in teaching the middle grades, 4th through 8th, is the certification track. Again, here at SAM, it's a BS in education, and you would minor in your area of specialization. The choices are there for you to see. And if you are interested in teaching high school, this is an exciting change here at SAM. Just within the last year, we've made the move to this new model. You would actually double major. You would major in education and you would major in your content area. The feedback that we are getting from this model that we've rolled out from hiring district superintendents and principals, they are super excited about this type of program for high school teachers, because they know that not only are you going to be an expert at teaching, classroom management, pedagogy, and those kinds of things, but then you're also going to have had those extra hours of instruction and learning in your content area. So it's going to prepare you to be very well versed in your content in the classroom. You see the options there on your screen for double major. There's some other options as well. I'm hitting the highlights here for you. But an academic advisor can go into specifics and what that would look like for you, depending on what it is you want to teach. Now, there are also some all-level certifications that are offered here in the college. And again, this is a double major in education and that content area. The special education and kinesiology for a PE teacher. We also have double major degrees in, degrees with certification in music, theater, art, and then some of the ag degrees are structured a little bit differently as well. I put those down at the bottom of the page. That's not an afterthought. Those are not less important programs by any stretch of the imagination, but they are very detailed, specific, and built differently than the other chunks of programs that it's easier to speak about. These are thriving programs that academic advisors would be able to walk you through the details of and show you what your journey at SAM would look like to becoming that kind of a teacher. Okay. Now, in regards to admission to the university, Sam Houston makes it as easy as possible. We call it the transfer two-step. 2 steps for you to do. You apply online, you pay the application fee, and you submit your transcripts. It's all done as seamlessly, as painlessly as possible. We want to get you through there. Now, what are the requirements for admission to SAM? It's based on the number of hours that you are transferring with. So as you can see on your screen, if you were coming with 18 plus hours, your minimum degree GPA requirement is going to be a 2.0. However, once you get to SAM, if you've got that many hours, and some of you may be coming over with your Associate of Arts in Teaching complete. So you're going to be ready right away to apply for the educator preparation program. So you get into SAM, that's one step, and then you get into the educator preparation program. You may hear it referred to as the EPP here at Sam Houston State University, and the requirements for the EPP are higher than the requirements to get into the university itself. So I want to go over that with you here in just a moment. One of the things that I get asked a lot by transfer students is what credits will transfer. That is a very specific, detailed answer to that question, and it varies student to student. So I want to refer you to the SAM Center, and that's the Student Advising Center. And they will actually meet with you as a prospective transfer student. They will have an advising appointment. They'll schedule it with you. They'll go over your transcripts, and they will walk you through what it would look like for you to pursue your degree and certification here at Sam Houston State University. You can call the SAM Center. Their phone number's there on the screen, or you can look them up on the website. The search bar on our website is your friend. Don't be afraid to use it. It's much easier to find what you're looking for by using the search bar on SAM's website. So encourage you to please schedule that appointment. This is a service that we offer to transfer students to make it easy. We don't want you taking classes that are not going to transfer and count toward your degree. So meet with them early, stay in touch with them, let them walk beside you in this journey to getting to SAM. All right, coming to SAM, sometimes students want to know about housing and what that looks like. There are, if you were to come to Huntsville, lots and lots of apartment options in and around the city of Huntsville, right up next to campus. So there's easy access to. But then we also have upperclassmen housing on campus. It's called Bearcat Village. You can see in the picture, this is an apartment complex right across the street. Actually, it's the closest apartment complex to the Teacher Education Center where you would be taking your classes. But it is an apartment transfer student housing. It's optional to choose to live on campus or to do your own thing here in the city of Huntsville if you choose to come to Huntsville for that. The thing about housing is you must be an accepted student in the university in order to apply for housing. Housing does, for upperclassmen, fill pretty quickly. So you want to get your acceptance taken care of as soon as possible. Go ahead and get your application submitted. get your acceptance to SAM, and then turn around and right away go ahead and fill out that housing application, so that your name is as close to the top of the list as possible and you have a better choice when it comes to housing options. Little pro tip, and that housing application is currently open for next fall. All right, we talked a little bit about the acceptance into the university requirements. These are the requirements to get into our EPP, our Educator Preparation Program. You must have an overall college GPA of 2.75, and that is non-negotiable. Now, there are different ways. There are ways to help you get there if you're not quite there. It could be retaking class. They may look at just your last, I think it's 60 hours. A dean or an academic advisor can work with you and help you, but it is non-negotiable. We need to have a 2.75 minimum GPA, no grade below a C in your content area. If you are EC6 core, that means all the classes you're taking are your content area, so no grade below a C. If you are high school math, those content is your math classes. You can kind of see how that rolls out. No grade below a C. Sometimes it means you have to retake a class. Life circumstances or a really difficult professor, or something unexpected happens during the semester, it happens and students have to retake a class. That's not unusual. And then we're also going to require a clear background check because we're getting ready to send you into schools to work with children. So those are the basic requirements, and we do walk you through the application to the EPP through some of your coursework. We talked a little bit before about field experience and that we get you into classrooms as early and as often as possible. COVID kind of threw a little bit of a wrench in that, made it challenging for us, but we have worked with our partner school districts in regards to placement, and we are almost back up to 100% full steam ahead back in the classroom as early and as often as possible. But we did during COVID work to create opportunities for our students, teacher candidates, to have as much experience in the classroom as possible. Now, the state of Texas has a minimum number of hours that they require in order for you to become a certified teacher. We don't even mess with that number. I think it's like 30 hours or something like that. By the time you become a Bearcat teacher, you graduate from Sam Houston State University, you're going to have between 700 and 900, maybe even over 1,000 hours in the classroom, hands-on working with students. And I'm going to tell you why that is in just a minute. And then where do you get to student teach? We have lots and lots of options. We're going to talk a little bit more about student teaching in just a minute. Some things that we want to make sure that you know about Sam Houston State University. We are now a Raise Your Hand Texas partner, and what that means for you is that we are able to offer the Charles Butt Scholarship for Aspiring Teachers. This is huge news for students because this is basically like a full ride through the program. The Charles Butt Scholarship for Aspiring Teachers awards recipients $8,000 to $10,000 a year, renewable for up to 4 years. As a transfer student, you would absolutely be eligible for it. You do not yet have to be accepted to the university in order to apply for the scholarship. The scholarship application opened at the beginning of this month, and it's open through mid-December. So if you think that SAM might be the place for you, that this might be an option for you, I would encourage you to not only go ahead and apply, but also to SAM, but also to apply for that Charles Butt Scholarship. You can do a quick Google search. It's not housed on our website. It's housed on Raise Your Hand Texas's website. But to complete that scholarship, there are only about 10, 12 universities in the state that are approved partners, university partners, and offer this scholarship opportunity. It's amazing. We awarded 32, they awarded 32 scholarships to our students last year, starting this fall. Okay, student teaching traditionally has been the last semester of your senior year. We are moving away from that model here at SAM. We're leading the way toward year-long residency, where teacher candidates are spending a full year in a classroom with a mentor teacher. So you're getting a full experience from the first day of school till the end of the school year. Hiring districts love this because they say that the students who have been through that type of a program are coming into their classrooms as new teachers with a full year of experience. So what that tells us is we are preparing you as well as we possibly can to take the reins in that classroom and really hit the ground running when you graduate from here and get your first job. However, we also know that a year-long residency model can be problematic. It could be a barrier for some people, a stumbling block, because it's almost like a full-time job without pay. So we have created some opportunities for students who may be in that situation. This particular one I'm going to share with you now is called Opportunity Culture. And it's actually a paid internship, a paid year-long residency position. The school district hires you to come in and do your student teaching. Now, you're not hired as a teacher. You're hired as a paraprofessional, like a teacher's aide by the district, and you are still mentored and have university supervision and those kinds of things throughout that experience. But you're also drawing a year's worth of experience, a year's worth of pay from that district. It's usually around $20,000. And you're getting a year's worth of service with that district as well. We rolled that out this fall. We placed about 30 students in the pilot program with the year-long residency. Well, actually, it's not a pilot program. That happened the last couple of years. This is our first Opportunity Culture cohort to go out. We placed about 30 students in paid internship positions this year, and the response has been overwhelming. The 2 school districts that we had partnered with this year has quickly ballooned into, we have about 35 school districts that are working through the process of being online with us in that endeavor to offer those paid opportunities for our student teachers. So by the time you guys get here and get to that point, there should be lots and lots of opportunities in that regard. We also offer an accelerated advanced degree program. It's called 4+1 Teach. What that does is it takes the bachelor's program and a master's program, and it kind of condenses them together so that you're able to obtain your bachelor's degree, a full-time teaching position, and a master's degree, all within a 5-year time period. It is a competitive program to get into. It is a rigorous program to complete, but it does remove that traditional student teaching model from your experience, and you are drawing pay as a full-time teacher with university mentors and supervision during your first full year of teaching while you're completing your graduate degree, your master's degree. So again, that's an option. You don't apply for that until your senior year, but it is another opportunity that we have created for students if that's of interest to them. We also offer an Ed Aid program, and that is for paraprofessionals that are currently working in a classroom while getting their associate's degree, like many of you may be doing. They can keep their paraprofessional job and complete their bachelor's degree through our Ed Aid program. So classes are at night and on the weekends. We have it is a growing program and widely popular. I'd be happy to share more information on that if anyone is interested, or you can look at it on our website. Another reason to go ahead and apply to SAM, if you have not yet, but you're considering it, is you must be an accepted student, not only for housing application, if you're interested in that, but also to apply for scholarships. We have a general scholarship application on our website. It's called Scholarships for Cats. It's currently open now for next fall. So that's how far in advance that you need to plan. And it is a single application, and it takes all the information that you enter into that platform, and it matches you with any of over, I think it's up to like around 1,100 scholarships that are housed here at the university, and you're automatically have applied for those scholarships that you're a match for. So it's always fun to hear students say, well, I don't know, I got a scholarship, I'm not sure what it was, but $2,000 hit my account. Or something like that. So it's always fun to kind of hear that, but that is something we encourage students over and over again. Every year, you need to apply for scholarships for cats. It comes up every year. It opens at the beginning of the academic year for the next year. So currently open for next fall. And then I also like to share information about TRIO. TRIO is a group of support services for teachers, future teachers. TRIO support services are for first-gen students or those who meet an economic guideline where it would be beneficial to them. There is mentoring. There is all kinds of extra support services to help you be successful in your education. Again, our website, wealth of information on TRIO. It's called TRIO TSS, Teacher Support Services. You can, again, use that search bar and you'll be able to find that page. This is a little pro tip here at SAM. We are partnered with Teach for Houston, a nonprofit in the Houston area. And their goal is to help students become teachers. And one of the things that they do is reimburse application and testing fees. You do have to start your application to SAM through their website. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen with your cell phone or jot down that URL that's listed there at the bottom of the screen, find their website, click on SAM, start your application. And again, those benefits that are listed there on the screen will be coming to you. It's an excellent support, extra support for students. All right, all of this, college, the whole thing is about getting your dream job. And here at SAM, we have a fabulous career services department. They can help with resume writing, mock interviews, and it's all about the career fair. We're super proud of the career fairs that we offer once a semester. We take it pretty seriously. We have between 80 and 100 school districts, not schools, but districts that will come here to campus, put out their table, and they are here ready to hire a Bearcat teacher. We take it so seriously, in fact, that our graduating students are required to attend that career fair if they don't yet have a signed contract with a district. So it is a feeding frenzy right now for graduates. The school districts are hungry, looking to hire more teachers, and we expect that to continue over the next couple of years. So that's good news for you in regards to having some different options and opportunities when you graduate. But again, this is housed here on campus every semester. All right, and that really concludes our presentation. I would like to invite you to scan this QR code, different QR code, with your phone. If you'd like to connect with us, drop your contact info in, and I'll drop a t-shirt, a Sam Houston t-shirt in the mail to you. But that'll allow us to connect and for us to share university information with you about the College of Education. And I also like to invite you to follow us on social, connect with us there. And a little pro tip, that's kind of a good way to get the vibe of the program that you're looking at. Follow them on social, stalk them, and let us know, find out if it's your vibe, if that's a good place where you're going to fit in. Sam Houston State University is open for campus tours, and there are several opportunities on the website in regards to visiting as a group or as an individual. Would love to meet with you, invite you up to campus to check it out. Thank you so much. Ladies, that is all.